Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Swami Jyotirmayananda Society, our journey to self realization. Please subscribe our channel for the mystical meanings and to enjoy daily satsang. We are currently exploring the book Yoga Essays for Self Improvement, authored by Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. In today's satsang, we will be discussing free yourself from the past, which is a big problem for many of us, where we have some memories and we can't erase them and they are unpleasant and they pop up at the worst of the times. So that is a common problem which we'll discuss today. Most people are pressured by the burden of the past. Many are constantly pursued by this demon and live in its ruins, even like the hungry spirit of the dead. Many are so dominated by their past that they are unable to breathe in an atmosphere of freedom. Even during happy occasions of the present, the waves of the bitterness and frustration from the past seem to surge, letting the blooms of joy wither under the mantle of misty melancholy. It is therefore important to free yourself from the past. However, with a rational insight, you understand that freeing yourself from the past does not mean effacing the memories of the past, which would be highly impractical, nor ignoring the past, nor limiting the recollective functions of your mind. Rather, freeing yourself of the past implies that you do not allow your past to obstruct your ability to enjoy and utilize your present towards the attainment of self realization. You are tied to the past on the basis of ignorance, which is lack of spiritual knowledge. Backed up by ignorance, your mind takes recourse to the memories of the past and comes under the sway of the three gunas of nature: sattva, which is purity; rajas, activity and passion; and tamas, inertia. According to their alternation, the moods of your mind, they vary from day to day and from moment to moment. So we keep switching from sattva to rajas to tamas. Your memories are affected by the gunas that predominate the mind at the moment. When tamas predominates in your mind, you remember the past experiences of grief and sorrow. You retain memories of anger, hatred, and manifold perversions of the mind. You are more inclined to remember the negative qualities of others than the positive ones. Furthermore, with increasing tamas, you may begin to remember negative things about others that are without any real basis. Under the influence of tamas, your memory becomes faulty. You imagine that you have been wounded by a person in the past and are therefore justified in hating him presently. Many people continue to harbor irrational hatred towards others on the basis of their inability to free themselves of past frustrations. When rajas overpowers the mind, you remember pleasure and pain. You remember the days of sweetness as well as bitterness. The majority of people remain confined to these operations of rajas and tamas. There are some rare persons, however, who experience times when sattva predominates in their mind. During these moments of mental upliftment, there arise inspiration and higher forms of joy. During sattva, one remembers the lofty states of mind experienced in the past. One recalls the insights gained into the realms of the mind on the basis of previous practices of concentration, meditation, and spiritual inquiry. It is important for an aspirant to control rajas and tamas in his personality and promote sattva. When the mind recollects the higher impressions gathered from the past, one is led to the lofty heights of spiritual expansion. Sattva is promoted by the performance of good actions, repetition of divine name, good association or satsanga, study of scriptures, and the practice of concentration and meditation. All these are potent tools to help you increase your sattva. You have no need to shut out the memories of the past. What is important is to free yourself from your involvements in the past. Let the memories of the past arise, yet be a mere witness to them. Just watch the clouds pass by. Be able to gather the lessons of life from the memories of the past and then move on to those heights of spiritual attainment wherein the past and the future are dominated by the sweeping glance of the ever present self. Evil association, a rainy day, bad digestion, or any form of sickness, etc., may augment your Rajasic and Tamasic memories. In most people, the habit of turning to the past has become a deep rooted ailment. It is important to control this habit by taking recourse to good association and promoting a healthy condition in the body and mind. When you do not face the problem of the present, your mind seeks refuge in the past and to escape the imaginary monster of the present. So we just try to escape the current situation and unknowingly go into a worse area of our past. But when you face your present with a balanced mind and a penetrating insight, you realize what you once considered a monster is in reality a gentle lamb. In fact, you have no problems. Learn to live in the present in order to free yourself from the past. Be alive, be full of vitality and enthusiasm. Utilize the conditions of the present to construct a golden future of spiritual attainment and to realize the transcendental reality of the self. When you do not have a rewarding plan in your day to day life, you are unable to sublimate the impressions of anger, hatred, passion, and manifold forms of boredom. You are like a sluggish stream of water that becomes overpowered by the undergrowth of various aquatic plants and covered with green algae. Why do you roam in the ruins of your past? You are not the same individual as you were in the past. Don't turn back. Don't even look back. You need to move forward. The biblical parable that warns Lot not to look back to the burning cities of Sodom and Gomorrah carries the same message. As the cities of love and hate are consumed by the fire of spiritual awareness, you emerge like a butterfly from an old cocoon, or like a swan. You soar high above the blemishes of the world. You have no need to look back. By a profound study of Vedantic philosophy, understand the illusion of time and space. While your intellect operates in the realm of time and space, your latent intuitive vision is constantly urging you to be free from them. In deep sleep, this latent vision asserts itself. You find yourself existing without the awareness of time and space, however, without breaking the veil of ignorance. If you depend upon the desires of the mind, you are bound to expect their fulfillment in the future as a result of your present efforts. Consequently, if the present and future are realities for you, the past cannot be ignored. But when you discover the illusoriness of desires by meditating upon the non duality of the self, there is only one. Multiplicity appears, but it is all a mirage. So, when you think like that, you begin to rise above the sway of time. You may recall your past experiences of pleasure and pain, but you will not be egoistically involved in them. You will be like the sky sustaining the drifting clouds of memories. A sage is aware of his past experiences in the realm of bondage, yet he is not afflicted with the thoughts. Why did I do that in the past? I should have corrected that particular error. He rises beyond all concepts of good and evil and abides in the blissful self. So purify your mind by taking recourse to karma yoga. Enrich your life by the practice of devotion and meditation. Inquire, who am I? And attain self realization. Abide in the essential nature of the self, wherein time and space both are transcended, and with the ideal in view, free yourself not only from the past but also from the present and the future. You will be free from the bondage of the world process. So, another profound chapter we have ended. We close our satsang for today. Tomorrow's satsang, we will be picking up the topic of the art of recognizing the positive in others. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Hari Om Tat Sat.